I started going back to the gym yesterday. I'm already in pain. So there's this girl that I follow on Xiaohongshu. She's Chinese, obviously. But whenever she does her makeup, she always ends up looking very like mixed race. And the other day on TikTok, there was a girl that I saw that talks about Chinese content. And apparently this is a thing in China, like this mixed race makeup, I guess. Which I did think is just so funny because there's a whole conversation about like, what's that thing, that trend of like people pretending to be Asian or wanting to become Asian, and they'll literally go to Asian people's pages, messaging them, asking if they can use their pictures. Like, meanwhile, here in China, we got these girls looking like white girls after they do their makeup.
Take me on a day.
Anyway, the girl that I follow on Xiaohongshu, she posted this tutorial recently, and girl, she looks like fucking Justin Bieber. I kind of want to try that makeup. I seriously doubt I'll end up looking like Justin Bieber after this. I'll probably just look like freaking Ellen DeGeneres. Whew, that feels so uncomfortable. I'm gonna start by concealing my dark circles first. Sigma sent me a bunch of stuff, makeup brushes, and makeup brush cleansers. But one of the makeup things is this Spectrum Color Correcting Duo in light to medium. Girl, I used this like twice already, and this shit fucking slaps. They come in several colorways. You need to get this shit because I usually use this color. This is basically just like the concealers you always see me use in my videos. I don't think the Skin Food one is that hard to get, but if you find it hard to get for some reason, this might be the solution. I'm kind of using different things today because tomorrow I'm filming videos with the boy group Superkind, and surprisingly, we're doing a makeup one. Girl, when they messaged me, emailed me, talk about like, we know you mostly do makeup content, so let's do makeup content. I was like, is this the real life or is this just fantasy? K-pop companies never want to fucking do makeup content with me. So it was a surprise when they asked me, because they want to do like transformation TikToks for their song, which is kind of different because usually, obviously, these days, they'll come out with a song, they'll be like, let's do a dance challenge. But for them, they wanted to do more of like a makeup transformation challenge. Of course, alongside the dance challenges and stuff, but the theme is based off of the anime Cowboy Bebop. And so it's kind of like this whole cosplay vibe. I cannot do cosplay makeup, but girl, when you look up Cowboy Bebop cosplays, in general, most of the characters of the main cast are male, right? There's a dog and there's one girl. And oh, by the way, I'm using this perfect dire cushion to do my base. So these characters don't really have that much makeup to use as a reference. I ended up having to create my own reference photos for the makeup. And with the makeup, I just took creative liberty and just like created makeup that kind of was inspired by each character. So girl, I had to make a whole ass, not document, but like little thing showing what I wanted to do. By the way, I'm going to the dentist today, so doing this makeup is completely inappropriate. I'd rather just go barefaced. So yeah, I had a meeting with some of the staff members yesterday. They were like, oh my God, thank you so much for wanting to collaborate with us. Because the way it happened was, I've been wanting to collaborate with them since like their debut. Because like, oh, this group that has like a virtual member, very interesting. I wondered how they're gonna do content, but girl, there was no content. In fact, they didn't even start performing on stage, like at music shows. They performed on one. And that wasn't until the end of their second album, which was wild to me. And so I was trying to find a way to contact them to, be able to make content, but nothing. But they would do a lot of YouTube lives, and girl, I took my fucking opportunity, because obviously I have like a check mark on my YouTube channel, so when I comment, they'll see it. And of course, there are people that watch my channel that would be watching Superkind, so they'll be like, Edward, what is Edward doing here? And so I wasn't trying to be like, collaborate with me, but I tried to, whenever they would say something, I would respond and be like, and also sometimes because there is a 1.5 English speaking members, and he would usually translate for the fans, but lately he hasn't. So if they have important information to convey, I would translate it basically for the chat. I was just doing my part. Oh shit, hold on, let me get some powder. This is the YSL powder. This shit is so good. Although I did this, I wasn't expecting a response. Basically, they would read my comments every now and then, but it wasn't until this last live that one of the members was like, wait a second, doesn't that check mark mean something? And the second I heard that, I was like, she's in. Ended the live, went about my business, went to bed the next morning. Who gets an email? I do. From who? Deep Studio. I was like, find out fucking late. Girl, I've talked about Superkind on my channel before. I think their concept is unique, but the whole thing with like Discord and like all this stuff is just too confusing. And I said it. I met up with the staff and I was like, I was like, I do not get this shit. And like, no, it can be a little bit confusing sometimes. So I was like, that's fine. But for casual, I guess, the more like people like me, like that just want to get into the music, we need to make content. So they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I was like, girl, no problem. So we're filming tomorrow. We're gonna do that kind of makeup stuff for their TikTok actually. And of course we're gonna film like my channel stuff, like the whole like introducing, because it'll be the first time they're on my channel. Anyway, so the girl, it seems like she mixes like pale mauve-y muted lavender with like a brown? And surprisingly, I don't have a brown like that in my collection. I mean, I probably do in there, but I feel like I'm too lazy to take it out. So I'm gonna use this palette from CLIO, and I feel like this is the type of color that will come out if you mix those two colors together. I don't even think she's trying to look like Justin Bieber. I think she just used a Justin Bieber song for the little transformation video, and her reference photo is just some random white boy. But with this color, I think she's just trying to recreate the color that you naturally have around the eyes, which this exactly is. Not exactly, but similar tones. She puts it on the upper lid and also a little bit on the lower lid. Okay, so she's using double lid tape, and the thing is, the reason why I kind of like her makeup tutorials is that she uses these eyelid tapes to kind of give her that really deep crease. So the eye shape she ends up with the tape is basically my natural eye shape. So I kind of like, oh, I don't really need to do that step. Actually, a lot of my recent makeup that I've been doing has been heavily inspired by her. That's why sometimes I think it's important to look for someone, if you're like seriously looking for makeup tutorials, you find someone that looks just like you on YouTube. I feel like it helps a lot. Especially because a lot of these non-professional, just regular creators like me, we can't cater to every single eye shape and every single skin tone, right? If you can find someone that looks like you, I think that's awesome. I can say it's good. And then she mixes this deep brick shade with this dark brown shade. I guess I can mix these. And she uses that on her lower outer lash line, and I guess this is to make the lash line look thicker. And I'm using a really small concealer brush. This is actually concealer brush. I really want to just keep it here because if I use a slightly bigger brush, it will get more blended out and it will look more smoky, which I don't think is the point of this color that we're doing right now. I think it's just to make the eyes look more defined and make the lashes look thicker. Oh my God, hold on. A lot of these people really be doing like the waterline here, but my lashes make it so irritating. And then she also goes into the inner corner, following the natural way that her eye curves down, her eye line. But the bottom part of that here, she kind of does bring it down past where it naturally is. So more down here. Like that. I don't want to make it too sharp though, it's more round. So it's like this. I don't know about Justin Bieber. Oh wait, shit, she also does a 애교살. Oh no. I literally just got text message saying they have to reschedule. No! The rescheduling for next week, so it's okay. Okay, now she's doing the eyebrows where she says that for boy brows, the boy brows come down much lower at the center here. So she took her brow pencil and started drawing. Why am I using my phone as a mirror? Starts here. My brow bone already comes down pretty low, so I don't really have to do much here. Okay, she draws quite a bit under here, which I don't know if that will suit my brows that I have now. With the shape of my brow bone here, I don't have enough space to do that. It would just like look really crazy, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna do the front part. And of course, my brow gel, so my brows don't look crazy. I hate dark brows with my blonde hair. She does, oh, her brows came out real thick. Well, I already have thick brows anyway, so it's okay. Now she's shading. I'm using this little Ondine palette. I do know she is saying though that the brow here connects down into the nose contour. So, I mean, I do that normally anyway. So if you're going more for a strong look or more of like a boy look, bringing the brow lower and then connecting it into the brow, into the nose contour, I mean, will help give you that more like this look. Also, I think she goes in pretty wide with the nose contour here. Oh, she also does the outer corner of the eye. Like right here? 여기인가? I guess to simulate this brow bone right here. But mine falls like right here naturally. Oh, no, it's too much. Now it looks like really badly put on smoky eyeshadow. Is this giving Justin Bieber? I don't know. The line she created with the double lid tape, she extends it and then she brightens it with some matte highlighter. I'm gonna mix this with the ivory shadow in the palette, the CLIO one. I do think these videos are very interesting though, in the sense that I learned quite a bit about like anatomy of the face, because she does go into detail about why she does each and every step. And a lot of the steps have to do with like following the natural contours and like the anatomies of people's eyes. I think I literally just covered that fucking inner corner shadow that I put. Fuck. Also, this powder is not light enough. I need to go in with like a light powder. I'm gonna use the lighter version that I have. So it looks like she also puts a little bit of that brightening powder like below the Aegis line. Like right here. Oh my god, I look fucking crazy. I don't even think you can notice a difference. I'm definitely gonna have to wash this off before I go to the dentist. This does not look proper. I have this eyeshadow palette that she's using for blush, but I have it in a different colorway, so I'm gonna use this blush from Kaleidos because it seems like it's similar to this eyeshadow color. And she puts it on the bridge of her nose and top of the cheeks, as I would have expected. And it looks like she's also putting on some freckles. My friend took my freckle maker, so I'm just using this cream color palette from Makeup Forever on this little, I don't even know what you call this. This is like a brush you use for shit, cleaning shit. You know, for being technically 1 or 2 eyeshadow colors, this shit was complicated as fuck. Ugh, never doing this shit again. Actually, no. With the way my fucking eyes are set up, and also maybe because it's for this video, but I have to use pretty extra dark colors for you to even see it on video. In person, should I show you what it looks like here? Like, I look fucking crazy, don't I? Like, would you wear this? Like, outside? I feel like a lot of these makeup tutorials I follow on Douyin and shit, I feel like they just look good for camera and stuff, so. And then finally, she finishes off with a matte, kind of brownie orange lip. This is just a Kaleidos one. Their Lip Lab clay, this shit is so nice. And this one is in the shade Sienna. Actually, I was gonna say I wanna do a lip liner, but I can't imagine Justin Bieber using a lip liner, so. Is that giving Justin Bieber? Am I giving Honyar? Am I giving mixed race?
No.
Okay, I don't have the iconic purple hoodie, but I do have this blue one. Should I curl my hair? Oh, I don't know, too lazy. Is this giving mixed race boy? I don't know how I feel about this. I like it, but there's something so uncanny valley about it though. You know what I mean? I think it's also because of the blue contacts. It doesn't help that I literally have bleach blonde hair. So, like if you saw me right now, would you think that I was full Filipino, like 100% Filipino?
Hi, bonjour.
Actually, apparently my Ancestry DNA was updated recently. Why don't we look through that? I actually filmed a whole video going over my Ancestry DNA results, but I never uploaded it because I was so lazy. But this is my ethnicity estimate. 71% Northern Philippines, 13% Western, 7% Central and Eastern China. So, Bosque, which I didn't know what Bosque was. Apparently somewhere in Spain. It has a long history being shrouded in mystery. 2% Central Southern Philippines, 1% Northern China, and a little bit of and 1% French, I guess. Let me know, would you try this kind of makeup? I do want to say it kind of flatters my features. I don't know about the Aegis though, because my Aegis, like my lower eyelid is fucked and there's so many lines. So for me to really artificially draw in this Aegis can be a little bit like jarring for in person. I think for camera, it does give quite a bit of impact, I guess. Honestly though, if you just take this exact makeup and put some false lashes on it, it would also be a really pretty, like kind of Douyin makeup, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'll see y'all later. Bye. I was gonna sing a Justin Bieber song, but I can't think of it. Baby, baby.